Well, here I am in my hotel room. It's bright and early, 6 a.m.-ish. The sun is coming up out the window, you can see that. But I wanted to give you an idea of just some exercises you can do and a way to keep your fitness program going even when you are traveling. So even if you're just stuck in a hotel room and that's all you have available to work out, you can still get a pretty good workout. What I brought with me is I brought an exercise band. And so I'm going to use this along with just floor and other objects to show you just some exercises you can do in a hotel room and get a little bit of my morning workout in. So here are a few ideas for you. So if you don't have a lot of strength and push-ups are a challenge for you, you can use something like the desk in the hotel room to do your push-ups off of. It makes them a little bit easier. Of course, if push-ups aren't a big deal for you, you can just do them from the floor as well. Now, if push-ups are actually a little bit easy for you, doesn't have enough resistance, what you can do is you can actually bring the band in to the push-ups. What we do is this is kind of long. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tie a knot in the band. This right here, made a knot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the band and I'm going to loop it around my back and then do some push-ups. So around the back, so now I've got a little resistance also. So besides my weight, I've also got the band fighting a little bit too. So you get set up. So it's a little bit more challenging, and you can also tighten the knot to make it a little bit more difficult. Alright, another option is there if I untie my tube here, is the desk here is pretty heavy. It's got some decent weight to it. What I can do is I can loop my band around one of the legs here, just kind of pass it through there. So now it's kind of like a low angle. Now I've got the handles here. I can do some press backs right in here, so working more of the back of the arm. So this is also an upper body exercise here. The farther you step back, the more difficult it is. Oh boy. I'm decently well trained in this. This is some work for me to do, especially to hold good posture throughout. Alright. And so what you can do is you can step in the band doing the bicep curls. You can do 2 feet in, makes it a little more difficult, or 2 feet in and wide makes it a little extra difficult. Oh boy, yeah, yeah, they got in there. The first of the basic leg exercises is basically just sitting down and standing up from a chair. And so you set your feet out, put your hands out, and you can come right in here. If you want a little bit more difficulty, what you can do is you can flip it up a little bit, get a little extra depth out of it. Another thing you can do is pause at that low spot and then come up. And that'll get the legs certainly burning a little bit as you go. If we bring in the band again, what you can do is you can stand on the band, bring the handles up by the shoulders, and now just like with the push-up, I've got the band pulling me down, and so a little added resistance for the legs. Of course, the resistance gets harder at the top than it is at the bottom, which can be a little bit better because the bottom of a squat is pretty hard. So, decently strong, but then you can see heart rate's up, breathing's up. Got a good challenge to that too. One thing you'll find in just about every hotel room is the bed. And so you can use that as a tool as well. I'm pretty tall, this is a pretty high bed, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do some step-ups. It's kind of challenging because of the soft surface, but it's doable. Oh boy. Ooh, that was some good butt cheek. The extra height of that step allows me to really work into the hip muscles. So as I really get up high, squeezing up there, really gets the backside pretty good. I better do the other leg. As you can see so far, I'm actually getting my breathing going pretty good for this morning workout, especially when you get the legs going. But doing a major move like the push-ups also gets the heart rate going. Again, just using the bed. You can do things that involve the abdominals by just laying in the bed and doing the exercises. Some leg outs. One thing I'll be careful of is that your lower back doesn't start to arch. You're really working on pressing that lower back into the bed. And so we just do regular little tuck crunch here. You take the hands out, take the legs out, find a little more challenge to the exercise. Start to lose it. Gotta really focus. And just hold. What we're doing now is we're going to work the shoulder a little bit more. Take the band, you step on the band, and you come up and into a shoulder press up above you. Really making sure you stay nice and stabilized as you do that. Depending on how much you step on. So if I give myself only a little bit of band that's down the floor, now I'm working a bit harder to pull off the press. The hardest is the top of the press. So you pause there, it starts to bend your arm. And we haven't hit anything for the back too much. So we have one thing we can anchor on. It's a pretty solid spot that we can anchor to. I'm pretty strong in those muscles, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to knees so that I am across from, get on an angle here, so I'm across from the band, so the band's not having a big angle. So I come down to knees, and I'm going to be pulling. And you want to make sure something's solid so you don't pull it into yourself. So we'll see if I can go a little bit farther here without redecorating the room by sliding this thing around. So keep the shoulders down, really squeezing back there. You can do some back half ones. If it's still a little bit easy, you can go a little wide with it. Okay. You know, so I get a pretty good grunt going on here too while I work out. It's good and challenging. Go to the other side here too. Alright, so if you don't have something solid like a big heavy desk in your room, you can also use the doorknob. I'll show you what that looks like a little bit. There is the doorknob, and so it's got this nice little lever to it, so what we can do is just loop the band in through there. Make sure it's not going to slide off, you're not going to open the door, so you can do a little, little latching there. But then you come away, and you've got the exercise that you can do. So you can get a pull right in from there. All right, well, I'm about to head out to the conference, a little bit better cleaned up here. I just want to make sure that you know that the exercises I did, I mean, they don't necessarily have to be the ones that you do. It's just a chance to give you some ideas. If you're looking for some more specific instructions on how to perform the exercises, there are other videos available on my website, or you can just email me at jeremy@talltrainer.com. Other than that, enjoy. Make sure you get your doctor's permission to start an exercise program, but that'll give you something to do. You know, it could be 10 minutes, could be 15 minutes, could be even a half hour of workout before you get going on your day when you're out of town. But give you something to do. All right, have fun, be safe.